Hey guys, welcome to the review, and today I want to talk to you about the Frozone Frenzy that recently just came out, and I also placed a little review and official news on my previous video about this event. So I'm checking it out. Had some time to play it around with it. I wanted to wait until today to see what the updates would bring, and some of it's good, some of it's bad. So let's get to the first part of this. So the first part is the Frozone, and this is different than all the other limited events, at least thus far that I've played. Maybe it happened before I played and they're just bringing it back. I'm not sure, but it's still a cool way, and I like the fact. So you can buy the chest. You can come here and buy the chest. It does require these coins, and you can get those items. You do get it initially when you first start the game. They give you some coins, but not a lot, just like 1,000, like the typical amount. Next, you could come into here, and you would think it would be a level, but no, it actually takes you to the actual battle. So you could choose between hero or campaign, doesn't matter which, pick one. And no matter which one you choose, whether it's the top, the elite side, or the bottom side, you're going to get tokens or coins. And this coins you could use to purchase the chest. Now, I love the fact that they're doing this. I think it's a cool idea. I think that grinding it out is probably more enjoyable and worthwhile than maybe expecting to get it in those little limited time editions in specific events. And if you get the special characters, because if you don't have the characters, then you have no chance of getting the coins. So it gives a world of freedom to every player base. By the way, no matter which one you choose, it's the same number of coins based on the number of energy. So if you, for example, you spend 12 here, or let's say 1 here, which is 6 energy, you do it twice, that's 144 coins. If you look at the elite, same thing, 12 for 44. So I think that was cool. I like that you know, it's keeping the same. However, here's my problem with the whole coins aspect, and it goes back to a previous video I made, and based on the number of energy you have available. So you have to choose wisely, in a sense. You still because you don't want to choose this one over here, which is 16. Granted, it gives you more coins. It says the same number of thing, but you're not able to do this very often. So if you do the math, or if you think about it, you get 144 here and 192 here. So you are getting a difference of like 40 something, but you're expensing 4 energy per one. So it doesn't really make a difference. Should you really do it? That's the thing I'm trying to figure out. I'll put some math up just to figure out what will be the actual circumstance. But based on my energy presently at my max level, it's 96. So essentially, I don't think it's going to be worth to get the higher elites, because of the fact that I will be wasting energy to get these coins. So if I'm really focusing on these coins, I really want to try to stick with the 6 energy or these elites here, just because it's the same number thing, and I would be able to get more out of this than otherwise. At least that's what I'm thinking initially. Once I finish doing the math, it might be different thinking, but I just wanted to throw it out there. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but you know, that's what I'll be. So if you go to the store, in the store you'll see the chest. The chest only gives you Frozone, so you have a chance of 1 to 10. Now this is my other problem with this chest or this event, not because of the coins, because I like the aspect of grinding it out and getting the coins. I do believe the energy should be lower. Instead of being 12, it should be for the elites maybe 10, or keeping 12 the entire time, or keeping 6 energy the entire time as you progress through the stages. Something to that effect. I think that it needs to be a little bit different on that aspect. But going back to the stage here, or to the chest here, you're going to get 10 tokens. It takes 10,000 to get 10 tokens. Now, if you compare it to the other ones, like for example the Incredibles, it's the same thing in this one. 1 to 10 for Jack and Dash, 1 to 2 for Violet. I believe I have the other ones. No, they took it away. But I believe the other ones were the same thing. So in a way, I think it was kind of good, but in the way, I do think they should have probably tweaked it a little bit. Instead of being 1 to 10, maybe like 5 to 15, something to that effect, because it does take a while to grind to get these coins, and you know, it gives it a little bit more reward or feeling of reward based on that. So I think the developers could have changed that to that aspect. And we were talking about in the pass holders in the official notes, and season 2 is just released. So you have Dr. Fitzelier here, and here's all the rewards. Now, here's my problem with this too. I purchased the pass holder for 30 days about 2 weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago. Yes, I finished all that and everything, but I paid $10 for that, and I pretty much can't progress using that in this particular pass holder because of the fact that it's no longer the season. So essentially, if I did it real quickly when I first logged on, but I believe they gave me some compensation for that. So I like that aspect, but I kind of didn't, because I did pay for a pass holder season for 30 days. So I wanted to, this could have last for up to 14 days like it's designed to, and do all these tiers, and I would have had enough to do it. Just because I've had the VIP. But when I go back to saying, okay, let me look at how much it would be to cost to get this, it shows the breakdown, how long the season is. Not a bad idea. It shows what you get in this aspect, which we discussed in the previous video. But when you look into the purchase, it's the same pricing, $20 or $10. I think for the time frame that you're given, I think you should be able to do this in. It should be $5, especially 5 or maybe 15 or 10 for one of these two. Just because I would choose this one here, and in 14 days or 15 days, it's kind of hard to do tier 50 of this pass holder. So it makes it kind of, yes, it's a little bit challenging, but at the same time, sometimes unrealistic to get to tier 50 of the pass holder season. And that's the biggest problem I have for this, is that to do all this in 15 days is very, very, very difficult. The rewards, like I said, they could have been tweaked a little bit just to get a little bit more out of it. But see, like for example, the runes are, you're getting 20 alpha runes, and I think that's the only thing. So the total quantity is of the runes particularly not the way I think they should be. They should be a little bit higher, and that's pretty much all I have for this matter. But it's a little disappointing on this aspect. Now, I did notice something else, and I wanted to bring it up to everyone's attention, is the grand energy. So I already used up my grand energy. I wanted to use for this character. Obviously, I don't have enough energy, and I wanted to use what I get as a VIP member, whereas if I watch this short little video, I get 10 energy for every refresh. So we're gonna watch this, even though I love Bleach and everything. So it's funny that this new game came out, and that's probably one next thing I'm gonna try out, just to do a review for you guys. But here it is. 1 second. All right, and here we go. Should take a few seconds to load, and boom, I get 5. So another glitch that I see is that I don't get what I'm promised as a VIP member. And this is something I thought it was maybe just my eyes deceiving me, and maybe it was just that one day, or maybe it was just like just a small little glitch, but it seems to be more of a consistent basis for this. Now you may wonder, does this happen for the other one? No. And I'll do it real quick. The other one is the same aspect. I get this, and not only that, I find it odd. This one, I get it refilled in 5 minutes, the energy for the campaign energy, but for the one that has least amount, I only get it for every 12 minutes, one of those energies. So it's weird. Oh, and I already used it, but this one does give me the 10. So I probably was my last one. I forgot I did that. But yeah, this campaign energy gives me 10 as promised as a VIP member, but the other one does not. So that's my problem with this update so far. And the last thing I want to talk about is something that I've been noticing for some time now, but I wasn't too sure, and I wanted to do more testing with this. Now, we're all familiar with the bonus token event, where we get extra tokens for the particular characters that we're shooting for on the elite side. We do get that once in a blue moon, and it's 2 days or something like that. So you would think that the same thing that applies. So on there, you would get, if you do an auto win, it would be 1 token chance and then 1 guaranteed or something to that effect. So essentially you can walk away out of that one battle with 2 tokens for that one battle. In this one's, there's the same thing. So I'm going to go for this one right here. And the security breach for Mr. Incredible. I can get guaranteed 5. This should be a chance, but it's not. So when I do this auto win here, I'm just going to do it once, so you see, I get 1 instead of getting 2. So I think that the developers should really look into this aspect, just because of the fact that it's not really fun to have, or misleading I should say, to have someone tell me that I could get 4 remaining guaranteed, but I can't even get a chance to get an additional token, which I'm only guaranteed to get to play this event twice. So I can't grind out a little bit more for this character because of the fact that I don't have enough turns, nor do I can't get enough materials to level him up, because he is only available during this limited time. So you're forcing the player base to buy something that they could grind out. Granted, it's easier to do it, and there'll be people that may want to buy the packs, but I think they should have that reworked, so at least we have a chance to grind out this particular character if we cannot afford it to buy those packs. So that is something that I think developers should really look into. But that's all I have for today. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to my video and watching it. Please hit that like and subscribe button on the buttons below, and stay tuned for any new content. If there's any information that I maybe missed, or maybe I could have brought up, please let me know in those comments. I'd love to read about them, and I'll reply back as quickly as possible, and we can have that communication. So thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Have a nice day. Bye.